So we really, on the serious part of all this, parents have been thrown into this teaching position because obviously kids have been sent home from school. So we went to the experts at Vera French to try to find out some tips on what we can use that not only help our kids, but us as parents and teachers through this difficult time. So there's a lot of tips in the next 20-minute video that you will see that really you can use and share with friends too. I'm hearing from a lot of parents out there that are a bit frustrated and a bit unsure. How do I talk to my kids about what's going on in this world? How do I make sure they don't lose a lot of time just in their education alone during this time when we are all at home? And how, if possible, can we make this a unique situation of learning and maybe a community of pulling people together closer as families too? So let's keep going. Adam is my photographer and editor, and just had the phone pulled out of his hand by one of our dogs. This is the crazy dog, Finn. Hey, Finn, you ready? And go. Let's see if he can catch it on the bounce. Come on. There's got to be some physics lessons there. And Max, hey, Max, come. Now Max is joining the fun here, also trying to pull the camera out of Adam's hand. That's what happens when you have a cord. So the dogs and I are out having a good time. We've been spending a lot of time the past couple of weeks sharing a lot of videos. So on isolation, on things people are doing to help their neighbors, and some really kind gestures people are doing, because as you know, this channel is all about positive, inspiring stories of everyday people doing cool stuff. And I have to tell you, I've been meeting so many great people that are so quiet, that don't really want to share because they don't do things for the recognition. They do it to help other people. But they're willing to share this as we try to inspire more people to use their time and talents, and maybe at the same time relieving their own anxiety, their own fears, right? Because at this time of crisis, we all want to feel like we are doing something to help. For me, maybe it's telling stories. Maybe that's what I can do. For nurses, it means putting themselves and their families sometimes in danger by going out there and taking care of the sick people, the people that need them so badly right now. And for students, it means really hunkering down too and trying to find a way to grow through this experience. And hopefully our country and our world will never see a pandemic like this again. But there's a lot we can learn from this too, and perhaps a lot of positives that can be taken out. So come on, let's take you back, because we're taking you outside. So if you're not outside, we're taking you there. Adam, why don't you give a shot here out there at the forest? This is what we call the forest. This is where our dogs love to go every day to get out and stretch and apparently get muddy. Finn, have a seat. Let's show off your beautiful coat. That's not so beautiful anymore. Hey, you camera shy? You're not in trouble. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, and Adam and I are going to play around with some fun videos of our dogs too, because we have a lot of fun with these guys. These are our little babies now, because Adam is not a baby. He's 19. Hey, Adam, say hi back there from behind the camera. Do you want to flip it on yourself real quick? Can we see it? Okay, so keep it there for a second. I want you to show me your flow. This is what happens when you go, how many weeks now?
I don't even know. This is about 3 weeks.
So the beard is about 3 weeks. And what is the story behind a beard? What are college students, some of which are doing with the beards?
So all my friends are having quarantine beards, so the entire time we're in quarantine, we're growing it out.
So are you kind of hoping that it grows down to about here by the time it's said and done?
Yeah, that's the plan right now.
Now, we're all trying to fill in some gaps in our beards, even me at age 50, whatever. You got any gaps that you want to work on?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, all right. Now tell me about the flow on top of the head. How's the hair going?
That was supposed to be for baseball season, which got canceled, so it's been going for a while now.
So this was your first year playing college baseball.
Mm-hmm.
What was that experience like?
It was fun. Met a lot of new friends, about 50 of them on the team, and just had a great time the whole entire time. Yeah.
What was it like for them when they found out that the baseball season all of a sudden was over?
It was definitely detrimental to the seniors, to be honest. They definitely weren't expecting that. A lot of them worked really hard for about 3 years to get to the point they are now, and just got cut short all in a day.
So we were there with you too. So it was down in Florida, a chance of a lifetime, something you thought about all your life, is playing college ball and getting to that level?
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected.
Yeah. Then you got home and were told to pretty much pack up your stuff and go home.
Yeah.
But you're on spring break now. So far, what do you think of your spring break?
It's pretty nice right now.
And then next week, it's back to work. How is that working? How are you handling the school at home for you?
It's definitely different with being through a screen, but I don't know, I enjoy it. Kind of relaxing.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of cool teachers that really care about you and are making sure that you're still studying and able to keep your education going.
Yeah, they're definitely still in contact.
Now, do you have any distractions at home that keep you from doing your work?
I did have an older brother that wanted a lot of attention, but he moved out now, so just kind of just hanging out, not much distractions now.
Yeah, he started his career in physical therapy and actually went away just a few days ago for his first job. How do you think that is for him too? That's a whole learning experience for him.
Yeah, it's definitely probably out of the blue for him, just moving up after a week, not really expecting to do that. And knowing him, it's probably a shock to him, but it's good that he's doing that.
Cool. Okay, let's flip the camera back if we can, and then we will put the microphone back over here. And I will tell you, part of the exciting thing for me is not only am I getting to spend some cool time with Adam at home, it's Adam's going to be working with me over the next few days before he gets back to his schoolwork, working with me on podcast production. So he's going to put something together for me. Just so happens he was taking a class or is taking a class on editing and producing right now. So he's going to get together with me to help me with the podcast and some YouTube channels and maybe with some dog videos, right? Max and Finn, come here, boys. There we go. Good boy. This is Max. He's our older guy. He's 6 years old. Finn is eating the grass right now and covered in mud. So you can imagine he's our 2-year-old. They're cousins. So Adam's going to work on a video with them as well. And we're going to bring some cool stuff to you because, yes, we're not taking it lightly, all that's going on in our world. We know it's very serious, but we also need to, for our own minds. Hi, Finn. You finally coming over? Sit. Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. For our own peace of minds, guys, we have to stay connected with each other, with our community, and with the things that are the most important to us. And hopefully soon we'll come out of some of this isolation. But in the meantime, we gotta find these ways to do something, to give back, to help other people, and if nothing else, to help yourself. And if I can be of any help to any of you, please drop me a line, Gary@metiviermedia.com, or leave a comment for me here. I really want to interact. I want to know what you're thinking about. I want to know what kind of stories might make you feel a little bit better. You know, do you want to escape all this? I have a series, as you know, on COVID caring, as mentioned, of people doing beautiful things throughout their community to help. But I'm also focusing on stories of race car drivers, of beekeepers, of teachers, inspiring people that live their lives following their dreams, following their hobbies, because I know all of us need a break. Sometimes you got to turn that TV off because it's hard to turn it on and hear about all these deaths and wondering what's going to happen next. You should try to stay up to date from time to time, but it can become overwhelming. So take a mental break from that kind of stuff. Get out and take a walk as much as you can and stay connected. Keep it right here to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. That's The Heart of the Story with Gary Metivier.